A very very good afternoon, a very very good afternoon to all the participants of this 6-day webinar workshop series on reimagining early years education. Thank you so much for joining back post lunch, and we are extremely honored with our next guest, our next speaker for today on the fourth day, the respected Ila Arunji. So, let's please put our hands together and give her a round of applause for joining us. Ila ji, thank you so much. And we are also happy to see Leslie, the founder chair, Leslie Adwin, who's joined us to specially greet Ilaji as she comes and shares her views today with all of us. So thank you so much, both of you lovely people. And I take the honor of being able to introduce Ilaji and the amazing work that she has done in her career spanning 4 decades. So, Ilaji, with your permission, I would like to introduce you to the audience because you don't need an introduction, to be very honest, because you are already in our hearts and souls. But this is something that gives us another deeper idea of the amazing work that you have done in all these years. So, Ilaji was formally introduced into films by Shyam Benegal ji in 1982, and she has acted in over 40 feature films ever since. Presently, she's acting in an upcoming film called Lisa, being produced by Z Studio. 2 films released during the lockdown time on OTT platforms, Ghoom Ketu on Z5 and Raat Akeli Hai on Netflix. Whereas her next film Chalang is awaited for its release very soon. She's acted in major Bollywood films, and we know many of them. We have seen her in essaying roles in Jodha Akbar, in Shadi Ke Side Effects, Sajjanpur, Well Done Abba, Mirchi, Ghatak. So many. I mean, there are so many of them. Ardha Satya, Govind Nihalani ji's. She has been the organizer of the Ibsen Theatre Festival with Norwegian Embassy for the last 4 years as the festival director as well as an actor over there. She has adapted and produced Norway's world-famous playwright Henrik Ibsen's plays Lady from the Sea, Peer Gynt, Ghosts and Hedda Gabler in Hindi, which were premiered for the Ibsen Film Festival in Jan 2020. She has also produced Ibsen plays for outside directors in Marathi, Gujarati, Malayalam, and English languages. My goodness me. So she is already prolific in so many languages. She has written and adapted 9 plays based in Hindi, based on plays of various famous playwrights from across the globe. She has been associated in all departments of theatre for the last 40 years. She has written 3 original plays in Hindi, Riyaz, Chota Kashmir, and Shabd Leela. She has acted in the main role in the English play House of Bilkis Bibi for 50 shows in London and other cities in the UK. She has been judging various reality shows. This is something I take great pride in sharing, that the connection between Ilaji and Leslie is because she has acted in a major role in the British film West is West, which is Leslie Adwin's film. The role was greatly lauded at the Toronto, London, Abu Dhabi and Goa International Film Festivals. Of course, coming to her music, she has sung so many hit numbers. I do not need to tell which ones, you know them, but one of the most popular is of course Choli Ke, as well as Ringa Ringa with Alka Yagnik for the award-winning, Oscar-winning film Slumdog Millionaire. She has been the voice of Rajasthan Royals for Halla Bol. She has been a jury for many awards. She has performed her own shows, more than 200, which have been termed as Ila Arun musical shows across the globe, and she's been singing for so many years for Hindi and many other regional films. She has worked with All India Radio and BBC Radio Hindi in London as a freelance broadcaster. She is into production and she has produced reality TV show Main Khayal Hoon Kisi Aur Ka for DD Urdu in 2013. She has produced 350 shows in Hindi plays under the banner Surnai, and Antardhwani Productions. So there's just so much that Ilaji has accomplished, but I take great honor in sharing with you her awards, a few of them. She's been awarded the King's Order of Merit, Knight First Class in November 18 from King Harald V of Norway. She's received the Best Adult Actor Award for the children's film Gauru. She's been nominated for major films in roles like films when she's done roles in Jodha Akbar, Welcome to Sajjanpur in 2009, for Star Screen Awards for Mumbai and IFA Awards. She's been invited by Smithsonian Institution, Washington, D.C., USA to give a lecture cum demonstration on traditional folk dances and music from Rajasthan, accompanied by 3 folk artists. And we do know that Ilaji is an authority in the folk art of Rajasthan. She has presented it in so many different ways through her musical renditions. She has received Filmfare Award for Best Female Singer for Choli Ke Piche Kya Hai, and she has also received Indian music industry's Best Diva Award for the title song Nigodi Kaisi Jawani Hai. She has been nominated for Best Supporting Actress for the film West is West, which is what I said was the connection with Leslie in international film festivals, and invited for retrospective of her films for 3rd Ireland Film Festival in Dublin in 2012. So she is a member of CINTA and an ex-member of Cine Scriptwriters Association. I don't think I've done complete justice to her introduction, but Ilaji, I cannot tell you how honored we are to have you with us this afternoon. आपको बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद देना चाहती हूँ मैं हम सब की ओर से कि आज आप यहाँ पे पधारे हमारे बीच, और आज आप हमारे साथ आपके व्यूज़ भी शेयर करने वाले हैं कि ये स्टोरीज़ और ये बच्चों की कहानियाँ कितने मायने रखती हैं उनके लाइफ में. सो मे आई रिक्वेस्ट यू टू प्लीज़ स्टार्ट द प्रोसीडिंग्स फॉर दिस आफ्टरनून. आपकी परमिशन से मैं स्क्रीन शेयर करना चाहूँगी. Ilaji, I can't see.
Ma'am, I think ma'am has lost connectivity.
Okay, okay.
I'm just checking in on this. Just 1 minute.
Just.
Thank you, Manali.
Sorry, I can't get through. I think there's a network issue. I'm still just trying to reach out, and I'll update as soon as.
Reach out to her at the local number.
I'm calling on the local number itself. I'm not able to get through.
Acha. Okay.
I'll just update as soon as I hear back. Just 1 minute. Sorry.
We can try WhatsApp number. Sometimes it helps.
जी no, I tried both. दोनों पे अभी connect नहीं हो पा रहा है. WhatsApp पे भी सिर्फ calling आ रहा है, ring नहीं हो रहा.
नहीं, WhatsApp शायद नहीं होगा if her network has gone
I'm
off.
trying both alongside. I'm trying both normal call and WhatsApp.
I'm also trying her mobile.
Ma'am, she's there.
She's arrived. Okay.
Leslie,
Hi, my darling. Have you lost connectivity?
yeah, they're trying their best. I should be there.
No problem. Don't
I'm
worry.
trying.
We love you so
Yeah,
much. We're waiting with great patience. No
Yeah,
problem.
I'm just trying on phone also. Just see.
No problem, sweetheart.
You,
Okay, they're trying hard to get back to us, and I'm sure I can see in all your faces, Ilaji is worth waiting for, right?
Yes.
So she'll be back very, very soon.
I was thinking we could just listen to one of her songs till then.
Hey, what a great idea! That'll get us in the
I was
mood.
just looking for that. I said, why? Then she said, ma'am, she's come into the Zoom room. So I then just hopped back.
Okay, I don't think she's back with us quite yet. Let's have an Ila song.
Let's have an Ilaji song.
Great
Let's see.
idea.
Okay. Is that the one she has sung direct? I'm not so sure.
By the way, while you're looking for the song,
Yes.
the film that Ila starred in for me, West is West, which starred on Puri ji, who sadly we've lost since. You should try and find that film. You'll probably be able to find it online, a sort of illegal copy, and I shouldn't be saying go and find it there. But you know what? My filmmaking is no longer that important to me now that I've found my purpose in life in Samantha. But go and see that performance of hers. It is heart-rending, mind-blowing. She plays his first wife in the Punjab, who is left behind with his their two daughters. And he's pretty much abandoned her and gone to England, found a new wife, started up a new life. And there is one scene in this film, which is, I think, probably the most spectacular scene in any film I've ever seen. And I'm so, so proud that it happened to turn out to be in my film. He is sitting talking with this second wife. The two women are together. And they don't speak one word of each other's language. So the character Ilaji plays speaks only Urdu, because she's playing the wife of a Pakistani man who Ompuri played, and the other wife is speaking only English. They don't understand one word of each other's language. And yet they play this scene together, and it's a long and very moving scene. It's extraordinary. You know, I defy anybody not to just weep, because the thing these two women have in common is this tyrant, this husband, and each one of them understands and knows exactly what the other's saying because of their common experience.
Wow.
Which is the power of storytelling. That is the power of storytelling. So seek that out.
Yeah.
And really, you know, be amazed by this extraordinary actress, the depths that she has, you know. And of course, you some of you here may know her as a singer, and some of her work will not be the same as her extraordinary performance in West is West. So please catch it, please find it.
Definitely. In fact, we were just having a chat with her when she entered. She came into the Zoom room pretty early, and we were having a chat with her, Manisha, Tyagi, and me. You know, we both come from an earlier generation, and we told her, Ilaji, we identify with you more as a singer and less as an actor, because she came to fame in her days initially more as a singer. So for us, she comes first as a singer, you know, then she's a singer who went into acting. Though it's quite the opposite. She said, no, I dabbled in music because it was always there within her. but her primary work was always acting.
Imagine describing that
Manvi,
extraordinary
see,
career
we are trying
as
to connect it from the phone. So it says
I
that you
dabbled
cannot
in music.
connect, start your
dabbled
video
in
because
music.
the host has disabled it.
What a way to describe such an extraordinary career as a
Absolutely.
stunning singer. Extraordinary.
Yeah.
Not able to hear us.
I can hear Manavi trying to bring our Ilaji back to us.
I'm going to see if this works. This I'm not getting. Morni was
Can
not
we have,
film, right?
sorry, can we have Ilaji's iPhone, the sharing rights, please? I'm just on the call with her, and if the tech team could just give that iPhone, it's by the name iPhone, if she could be given the sharing rights.
Ila's back. Ila's back. Ila,
Yes.
you're on mute, darling.
She's on mute. We'll just have
Now
to
it's on mute, so just unmute and we are happy.
She is the co-host now. She can share.
Steve. Hello?
now
Yes.
Yeah. Now
Oh my God. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, darling, we can hear
So,
you.
namaste. But what has happened is I'm now on a very small iPhone. So Arun is trying, my husband is trying to help me. But we'll start. That's why I like live performances. That's why I like a stage. That's why I hate online. Things I'm nervous. Seriously. And
Yeah.
Leslie, I heard some sweet things. Okay, this is a very big book, and I'm on a very small iPhone.
I will
And
share.
it's a beautiful.
I will share the screen with your permission. Then आपको सामने दिख जाएगा. आपको किताब
Because we
देखिए
can't
अगर
see
मैं
you, Ilaji. Can we? We can't see you.
I know I have a book with me here.
हाँ.
तो
One.
मैं वो अब
आप
Yeah.
Amazing Daisy हिंदी में पढ़ रही है ना?
मैं हिंदी में पढ़ रही हूँ.
अच्छा सॉरी आप मुझे 1 मिनट दे दीजिए.
कोई बात नहीं, मैं पढ़ लूंगी.
नहीं
मैं पढ़ लूंगी. आपको मेरी शक्ल दिख रही? कैन यू सी मी?
हाँ जी.
अच्छा, और हमारी ऑडियंस हमें देख पा रही है?
हाँ जी, आपको देख पा रही है.
So देखिए, show must go on, whatever it is. And we'll start. So
Yes.
I have got a very big book, but with a very small, sweet story with a big message. Here I start. Adbhut Daisy. अद्भुत डेजी. कहीं किसी समय एक छोटे से खेत में, एक छोटे से गांव के पास एक छोटी चूजी रहती थी जिसका नाम था डेजी. डेजी कहती, जब मैं बड़ी हो जाऊंगी तब मैं ऊंचा उड़ना चाहूंगी, आकाश में एकदम ऊंचा. पर दूसरे चूजे उस पर हंसते. वो कहते, तुम बड़ी अजीब हो, अब हम तुम्हारे साथ कभी नहीं खेलेंगे. डेजी, हम अपने पंख फड़फड़ा सकते हैं, पर मुर्गियों के लिए उड़ना बहुत कठिन है, माँ ने कहा. पर डेजी ने हार नहीं मानी. रोज वो अपने पंख फड़फड़ा कर उड़ने की कोशिश करती. फड़ फड़ फड़. वो अपने पंख फड़फड़ाती, वो अपने पंख फड़फड़ाती थी, पर वो जमीन से ऊपर नहीं उठ पाती थी. जब वो कोशिश करती थी तो कल्पना करती थी कि वो आकाश में उड़ रही है और जमीन पर खड़े चूजों को देख रही है. वो कल्पना करती थी कि उड़ते हुए उसने चिड़ियों को भी पीछे छोड़ा और कौओं को भी. वाह वाह, चिड़िया कहेंगी एक चूजी जोड़ रही है. तो फड़फड़ फड़फड़ करते हुए डेजी रोज अपने पंख फड़फड़ाती थी. वो जमीन से थोड़ा उठती थी पर फिर गिर जाती थी. मैं कभी नहीं उड़ पाऊंगी, मैं कभी नहीं उड़ पाऊंगी. डेजी ने रोते हुए माँ से कहा, बाकी सब सही है, डेजी, तुम दूसरे चूजों से अलग हो, रो मत। वो उड़ना नहीं चाहते, पर तुम तो चाहती हो, तुम ये कर सकती हो, माँ ने कहा। दूसरे दिन डेजी दड़बे के ऊपर चढ़ी और फटफट फटफट उसने फिर पंख फड़फड़ाए। वो हवा में उड़ी और उसने अपने पंख फड़फड़ाए और फटफट फटफट फड़फड़ाए और फड़फड़ाए और फड़फड़ाए और फड़फड़ाए। बम! गिर पड़ी। दूसरे चूजे जोर से हंसने लगे। हमने कहा था चूजे उड़ नहीं सकते हैं, हमने कहा था। पर दूसरे दिन डेजी और ऊपर चढ़ी, बिल्कुल दड़बे के ऊपरी हिस्से तक। फड़फड़ 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 डेजी ने अपने पंख फड़फड़ाए। वो हवा में उड़ी और उसने पंख फड़फड़ाए और फड़फड़ाए और फड़फड़ाए और फड़फड़ाए और फड़फड़ाए और वो उड़ती रही उड़ती रही उड़ती रही। उसके पंखों में हवा भर गई और वे मजबूत हो गए और वो ऊपर उड़ी और ऊपर उड़ी और ऊपर उड़ी और ऊपर उड़ी। चिड़ियों और कौओं ने कहा, अद्भुत, एक उड़ने वाली चूजी, वाह अद्भुत, एक उड़ने वाली चूजी। सारी कवि काम 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 करके गॉसिप करने लगी और अब बाकी के चूजे उसकी तरह बनना चाहते थे। उन्होंने कहा, ओ डेजी, तुम एकदम अद्भुत हो, एकदम अद्भुत हो। तो ये कहानी थी एक अद्भुत चूजी की। अब देखिए, मैंने भी एक अद्भुत काम किया है। एक तरफ लैपटॉप चल रहा है, दूसरी तरफ मेरा ये भी चल रहा है। और मैं ये कहना चाहती हूँ कि अब आप शायद मुझसे बात भी कर सकते हैं। द मॉरल ऑफ द स्टोरी इज कि अगर वेयर डू आई फेस, बिकॉज इसमें मेरा फ्रंट आ रहा है।
आप आपका दूसरा लैपटॉप मुझे दिख नहीं रहा है, मैं उसको आई कैन मेक दैट स्पॉटलाइट।
कैन यू? दिस इज माई लैपटॉप, कैन यू? और या मैं अपने उस पे ही रहूं?
हाँ, रह जाइएगा, नो प्रॉब्लम, जैसे
मैं
आप।
अपने
Now,
फोन पे ही
now
रहूं?
it's good. Ila, now, exactly where you're looking. No, look, yes.
This?
Yes.
Yes.
So this is my iPhone. I'm looking here, okay? So we will just be on iPhone. So the moral of this story is कि अगर किसी भी बच्चे को from the beginning, if we give that confidence to a child that you can do it, you can do it. There is no boy, there is no girl, there is no chooser, there is no choosy. The thing is, think equal, think equal. So that confidence, अगर हम बच्चे में डालेंगे, I was reading this story, then I thought the beautiful metaphor has been used. The story of a chooser and choosy, because we know मुर्गा and मुर्गी, पर choosy और वो भी उड़ने की बात, if you are making that child understand the dream can true if you believe in yourself, and there is no he or there is no she or there is no boy or there is no girl. But kind of story is what I heard in my childhood was always crow, like कौवा और मेहनत का फल मीठा होता है और कछुआ and खरगोश. But to have a dream and to believe in yourself and that you can do it and you don't care about what others say is a beautiful thing. I enjoyed this book and I thought the next would be my grandchildren and I'll read this story to them because I love the metaphor. अब मुझे आपसे ये कहना, I don't know if somebody is going to question me and talk to me, but what I want to say is that all the young teachers, I believe I'm addressing to teachers. In my time, I was very scared of teachers. But teachers have a great responsibility in today's time because you are just like us, you are playing many roles. You are, can you see me?
नहीं, आपका
Can you?
No, ma'am.
एक सेकंड आपको रुकना पड़ेगा कि इन्होंने एक सेकंड आई थिंक आई
That's the story. I'm just showing you the story while she's getting set once again. So that's the story of Amazing Daisy.
Hello?
Anji? Anji, Raji. Oh, great. Your laptop is back.
Hello?
Yes.
Hi, we can hear you, Ila.
Hello? Oh my God, these kind of. I got so many wires all around me. Anyway, can you hear me?
Yes. Now we can hear you. We can
Absolutely,
see
darling.
you.
Yes.
Okay. So, what I have to say is that a teacher has to be an actor also. Teacher has to be a parent also. Teacher in Hindi, Leslie will explain you later. There is a saying called Guru Gobind dono khade काके लागू पाए बलिहारी गुरु आपकी जो गोविंद दिए मिलाए. Meaning the first introduction to God also is a teacher. And teacher only makes a doctor or engineer or a leader. So what is so important for teacher in today's times that this is you who can give that kind of a belief and a confidence in a child, especially a girl child. Because India is not Ilarun or India is not Mumbai, India is not metropolis. We have to give this confidence to the girls who are living in smaller town and smaller villages. From the beginning, they're so talented, they're so sensitive, but we know the way Leslie has made a film on Nivea, the rapes, the abuse, the acid things, so the dowry. These all are happening because the innocent girl was not aware of her rights, not aware of her capability. What all she can do, she can really fly. Well, in India today, we have a lot of captains, a lot of things have happened, but still, there is a lot to be achieved. So I feel in my time, my nani, my pardani, my grandmother, and all these, there was an oral tradition, there were no books. And in today's time, the mothers are not so well connected with children. I can improvise stories day and night. Why? Because in acting, we've been taught observation, imagination, connectivity, sensitivity. These all things are then make you a very good storyteller. We might be having some of the teachers in this seminar who might be teaching only maths or English, and you might ask me that why do we have to be a storyteller? A teacher always has to be a storyteller or a psychologist, because until unless you reach out to your student, the last bench also, and you can talk to them with a clarity, with diction, with humor, you have to have a personality. I can understand that your life can be very stressful because you're doing so many roles together. So this is what I have to say, that these books and the way you are trying to teach children, my compliments to Samantha, to Leslie, to Manjishi, I am sorry, I didn't get your name. Yeah, जी. तो आप जितने भी लोग इसमें इन्वॉल्व हैं, ये जो आपने कदम उठाया है कि कहानियों के थ्रू इन्हें एजुकेट करना, कहानियों के थ्रू उनको उनमें कॉन्फिडेंस लाना, आत्मविश्वास पैदा करना, उन्हें क्या हो रहा है कि आई एम टॉकिंग लेस्ली, आई डोंट नो इफ यू कॉल आफ्टर इंट्रोड्यूसिंग मी.
I'm with you,
Yeah,
my
please
love.
be
I
here.
can hear you. Yes.
You are
yes.
you're my moral support. But what I'm trying to say that very, very important is that the teacher has to reach out to the student. I am sorry to say, though I love all my teachers, because during that time, teachers also were not fully equipped. They were not this kind of a education, how a teacher should teach a particular subject. And we are not talking only one subject. You have to reach out to your student, how they leave in you the everlasting impression. Why you remember one particular teacher? Because of smile. your welcoming gesture, your how you conduct yourself. Many of those teachers I remember. But one of my teachers I remember for no fault of hers. But why I remember, in a lighter humor, I can share. Oh, she was Bengali and she was asked to teach Sanskrit. I'm pretty sure she knew her subject. But what was happening, the Bengali and the Sanskrit was clashing. And the person who didn't know either Bengali nor Sanskrit was not understanding any damn thing. And on top of it, my teacher was knitting in a class.
Oh,
So we
oh my
give
God.
Oh my goodness.
what happened.
No, it's hilarious.
Yes,
What a story. It's fantastic. It's
it is.
so hilarious.
Yeah, it is. Because that time they were also. They would give you a classroom work. They will ask you, write the. Manjushri, help me and translate it for
Thank you.
Leslie.
Thank you.
Write the root of phal, phalam, phalani,
Okay.
phal. So while we were doing it, she was knitting it because she had two
Conjugation.
jobs to do.
So
Yeah,
when you are asked to do conjugations like you do them in French, so there is a
Yeah.
format of conjugations in Sanskrit. So she's saying while that was, I was kind of a mechanical thing, so that's why she was sitting and knitting. Her teacher was knitting.
To teach the word, to teach the conjugation and one stitch and another stitch and
another stage, third stage, and then in between she'll ask, "Have you done it? Concentrate." But she was concentrating here,
knitting. My goodness.
and there are some dumb students or naughty students like me who is realizing she is not concentrating on us. So we might well let's freak out. So so we need to focus on each and every student. It is how you talk, your audibility, your expressions, how you dress up, how you. This is a major responsibility. So I am very much impressed with this book, which is my next step to connect with my grandchildren, especially Alaya, who is 5, and see her reaction. How does she feel that one choosy decide chooses to be, yeah, yeah, chooses to fly. And the limitation of that little choosy, that she cannot fly very high. But she takes the challenge. She takes, one day she farfadao. Then I like the word farfadao also. Because children must have such words where you can grab their attention. This farfadao. I don't know how you've done it in English.
Flap, 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 flap.
Whosoever
Flap,
is,
flap, flap. Flap, flap,
that's
flap.
very good.
Yeah.
So that flap, the person who has done has rightfully used it correctly. The farfadao, the farfad. Children like to listen to the story with certain kind of a noise or expression. They have feel here. I must tell you, the first ad if you see of Vicks Vaporub, one
Yeah.
ad when there is a little girl, that's my daughter Ishita,
Oh,
where that father said, "और फिर ये ने कहा," and
ah,
you remember, and she winks.
yes.
That's my daughter Ishita. Leslie, you can see it on YouTube.
On
Vicks
YouTube,
ad,
I'm going to find it. I'm going to
and
get
you will see little Ishita
Ishita is
of 3 years,
also,
and the way that's
Ishita
my
is
daughter,
also a
and
hugely
now.
talented actress, everybody. I'm sure you know her, Ishita,
Yes, yes.
utterly brilliant as well.
She did that. She did that Aika Dajiba and all these dancing numbers, Bijulia, and she was on B for You. So she's a dancer. But what I have to say that I like my all compliment before I say bye bye. I want to wish all the young teachers who have come today, and I must say I am the most illiterate person. But theater gives us opportunity to be whatever you want. I have acted in Chalang Teacher. Then I was in one film, this Lifeline, I was a doctor. Whatever I could not do it, I am doing it on screen because uh, producers like Leslie, they give me chance, to play. But how we can do justice to them? We can only do justice to those characters if we are observing them, if we are emotionally connected. Whether I can tomorrow become a good teacher also and a Sanskrit teacher also, you know.
Ilaji,
Ji?
Yeah.
you have put your finger on something extraordinary, very powerful, and very important. And if I may, I just want to unpack it a little bit more. At the beginning, you said to us, a teacher is like an actor. And what you've just spoken about is that identification emotionally. You just said that. It's really important to identify emotionally. Now, what is the magic of acting and the magic of drama or filmmaking? Or the magic is the journey of empathy, isn't it? That this is the best form in the world. It's actually the only way that we can really empathize with others is not by thinking, what is that person's situation? How is that? It's not about thinking. It's about immersing yourself and merging yourself with the experience of another person. And you can only do that through narrative, through story, and through character. And that is why when we were watching you, you were immersed in the experience of each of those characters. When you were Daisy, we saw that you were at one with the determination and the extraordinary drive this little creature had. And then within the next minute, you flipped and you were laughing, ha ha, and taking joy in the fact that Daisy wasn't doing it. What were you doing? You were being every character in that story. And that is why Think Equal and Samantha use narrative. Because I know, as a filmmaker, I know the only way you can teach empathy to a child, and without empathy, by the way, there is no social emotional learning. Empathy is that glue that sticks it all together. And the only way you can teach it is by having those little ones' hearts inside the characters, identifying with another person's reality. Then they recognize themselves in that, because all feelings are universal. You are the other me and I am the other you. We all feel the same things. So you have absolutely put your finger on what is that sacred magic. Thank you, Ilaji, with all my heart. You always do that.
Ilaji, if I may,
My pleasure.
if I may ask one question that comes to my mind, because you mentioned about your Dadi Pardadi, I'm asking on behalf of probably all of us here. We are intrigued to know you come from a generation, an earlier generation. You were raised as a girl. Tell us something more, because this story is about a little girl, little Chuzi. So, how was it for you? How did you become such a confident person? And what were the voices around you? आप जब छोटे थे तब, as a girl, were you raised differently, or was it just the same for you?
My story is actually a lesson to all the mothers, because I come from a family, we are 7 sisters, and all of us are doing pretty well, touch wood. And 7 sisters in that middle class family, they were individually, we were connected to our mom because of her sensitivity, because of her knowing which daughter has a flair for singing, or she can become a doctor, or she has a tourism in her. And we were all going to I always joke, my school was called Maharaja Multi-Purpose High Secondary School. So all that multi-purpose has come in us. We had lovely teachers, and we had this system of storytelling from our nani, from our mother. And my mother was a great reader also. She used to read Vimal Mitra, Sharad Chandra, and all these things. Imagine, you have 7 daughters, and then you're doing your kitchen work, and then you take bath and all, and then she has hidden Saptaik Hindustan under her quilt, and then she wants to read something. So how the reading is so important also is the important thing that these teachers must Tell these children, read the books, read the story, because then their imagination is developing, their various interests are developed. So it's really, I mean, today in Jaipur, everybody knows that seven sisters are somewhere are doing or have done some good work and made mark without any special spending on them or nothing. But why we turned out into what we are, because they gave us that confidence that think equal. You are no less than a boy, that you must have. And what is the magic? I will say Indian society has it, that at one hand we have all bad stories of the rape and discrimination, but at the other hand, if you balance it out, like my daughter was totally against my giving doll to my granddaughter. But why? Because she is grabbing all this knowledge from the Google and all, that don't make them timid. But that's a wrong practice. A woman must have everything alive. If I'm a girl, I would like to wear earrings. I would like to put bindi, but my confidence should be like a boy. My confidence should be mine, you know. So playing with a doll does not make me weak. That highlights another angle. I can also play cricket. So I presented them the cricket also, the bat also, and they go for skating also. But they must know the charm of being a daughter. I think nothing is wonderful than be born as a daughter, because you have everything. Then you will become wife, then you will become mother, and nothing can compare to that pleasure of becoming a mother. So the women has definitely, she has more power than the man.
Wow. Wow. And seven sisters, it must have been so much fun, no, Ray, being with seven
It
sisters.
was it was a college in itself. It was a boarding. Yeah, we used to fight. My mother was like a warden also. She was mother also. Everything, because to keep a control all seven girls. But I think we have beautiful memories. I cannot share anything. When I write my book, I don't think I can have one page which will be a page of regret or feeling bad that I was being kept like that or this. No, she gave me chance to dream. That is the first responsibility of a mother, to allow her to dream. And another responsibility lies on a teacher to see what particular child is dreaming. Maybe I'm zero in maths, but then what I'm good at. If I can get 2 minutes extra from my teacher, that bridge is being created. You just don't teach them and go away and then give that child a marks, 10 now or 9 out of 10 or this and that. But try to reach out. That is what, before I end it, I would like to tell all my young teachers that you have chosen a beautiful, challenging profession, and which will give you a chance to play all the roles in life. And you are the maker. You are the maker. Somebody was teacher of our prime minister. Somebody was teacher of Kamala Harrison. Somebody was there, So that somebody is ultimately is the teacher. So enjoy your job.
Thank you so much, Ilaji. Thank you so much. And we seek your blessings for Samantha to reach out to the last child in the last village in our country, so that they get all the wonderful learnings from this program, and they get raised as equals.
Yes,
Thank you,
I am very much
Samantha.
impressed by Samantha, by Leslie, by
I
everybody,
love
and
you,
all the
Ilaji.
Latina.
Thank you. Thank you
Bye.
so
I
much.
love you,
Thank you,
Yes.
Ilaji.
Ilaji. Bye bye.
Love
Love
you,
you,
love you.
Samantha.
Bye, Tham. Namaste.
Mwah.
Namaste. I'm still here.
Hello, Manjushri ma'am.
very well.
Yes, somebody's calling out.
Meena?
हेलो मैम।
Yes, Tuhina.
मैम मुझे लीला मैम के लिए एक सॉन्ग डेडिकेट करना है उनको, मुझे एक सॉन्ग गाना है उनके लिए।
Oh, अरे एक मिनट, वो तो अभी चली गई शायद. I can't see her. She's not there.
एक्चुअली लेट ज्वाइन किया ना मैंने, तो मुझे अभी रिसेंटली पता चला।
अच्छा,
She is there. She is there.
Leela ji, there is a young lady called Tuhina. I think she's not got her. आप म्यूट पे हैं लीला जी. लीला जी आप म्यूट पे. हाँ, okay. So there is a young lady called Tuhina who wants to sing something. Tuhina,
गाओ.
गाओ गाओ गाओ.
मैम मैं स्टार्ट करूं?
हाँ जी, प्लीज करो.
मारे ही बेड़ा में ले गई कटार रे, कटार रे, मारे ही बेड़ा में ले गई रे कटार रे, गोरिया हर जाए मोरनी बागा माँ बोले आधी रात माँ, मोरनी बागा माँ बोले आधी रात माँ, छनन चूड़िया छनन चूड़िया छनक गई देख बाल माँ, मोर चूड़िया छनक गई हाथ माँ, मोरनी बागा माँ बोले आधी रात माँ, मैं तो लाज के मारे हो गई पानी पानी, सब लोगों ने सुन ली मेरी प्रेम कहानी, मेरी बात निकल गई रात बात माँ, बात बात माँ, मोरनी बागा माँ बोले आधी रात माँ। नर्वस हो गई और थोड़ा सा अच्छा सा नहीं हुआ क्योंकि फर्स्ट टाइम है, तो मैम को देख के मैं बहुत नर्वस हो गई एक्चुअली।
टीचर को नर्वस नहीं होना है, किसी भी तरह से गाना. मुझे कैन यू प्लीज सिंग
मी?
आप हेलो आप कोई आगे प्लीज.
बाप रे.
हाँ जहाँ भी है करिए.
अरे बाप, क्या गाऊं? बाप रे, मैं प्रिपेयर नहीं.
आगे बढ़ा दो.
पतियार भेजे हो रामा, हो रामा, पतियार भेजे हो रामा, आयल जेते उठ पतिया हो रामा, हो रामा, पतियार भेजे हो रामा, हो रामा, पतियार भेजे हो रामा, निम्होरी मोरा फूल गुलाबे, अंग सुगंध सुहायन होय रामा, पतियान भेजे हो रामा, हो रामा, पतियान भेजे हो रामा, येरी पाकी रज रोवत है जो मन मारन सह्योना जाए रामा, पतियान भेजे हो रामा, हो रामा, पतियान भेजे हाँ, पतियान भेजे हाँ, पतियान भेजे हो रामा.
कमाल गया, कमाल गया. चलिए इसी नोट पे बाय बाय टू एवरीबॉडी. ओके, बाय बाय बाय. बहुत अच्छा, बहुत अच्छा.
Ma'am, too good.
Super,
Excellent.
too good. Yes,
Awesome, ma'am.
good,
Awesome,
You're
ma'am.
amazing.
Beautifully done,
Can
ma'am.
you please stop YouTube live?
Wow, very nice, ma'am.
Very nice, ma'am.
After a
One
whole
song from
ma'am.
Leela ji
You are
also.
completely
Hats off to you.
If we could have one song from Leela ji also.
I know we would have loved to have her sing. I was about to tell her when she would. Can we have the YouTube live switched off, please?